I like AEW Dynamite tonight. So I just like the show tonight when I go live, watching AEW live shows. So anyone you subscribe to in this channel and you get one you subscribe to in this channel, and you get one enough application below. On my screen below, on my screen below. So anyone you buy something like I say NBA Basketball 26, I mean probably next year, get your copy today. And we got 3 more stuff. We got a lot more to talk about later on. After review is after wrap everything up into after little in 2 separate ways. There's so much more. So let's go live right here. So after of tonight's, so I also liked it about AEW story, this storyline in the last week. It was a great and faster show. So let's go between of this. So here's the promo announcement. So we have Samoa Joe and Eddie Kingston. They said after when Tony Gianni announced that anyone was a fan from the ringside was for this the face to face, but after when Samoa Joe did not let Tony Gianni host the face to face, sending him to the announce table. So after when the Samoan submission and machine Cody explained that the OPPS news the Man King after when Eddie Kingston was more focused on who and he told Samoa Joe had become the promising to eat you alive starts next week. So what if Samoa Joe did not bring the old school always lesson next week? After between on AEW All Inclusion in Dynamite, the Man King has proved after 40 that he is back at last. Also the mic time into the promo mic, and this was a kind of mic. This is how it works. So also that made Eddie Kingston a top star. So after he took Samoa Joe, the best threats in his Rollins and fought it back with such too confident and to focus that after it seemed to riddle the Samoan submission machine. After it seems impossible that Eddie Kingston could possibly dishonor Samoa Joe in the Samoan submission missing force charge defense, but the crowd wasn't ready to see the Man King with that talent tonight. So when is the crowd supports Eddie Kingston with the months wasn't next week, it should be easy to suspended in it. So I wasn't believe the Man King could win a big one. So they just said the crowd was completely behind Eddie Kingston in this one It's not even a small that's gonna. I just was gonna to carry you. The same was a story. I just hopefully that continues next week. And you went Simone to this point that he was not dressed up for just because it would be like he was wearing a suit today, ponysuit. And you went to Simone submission machine also explained that he sent Hook to the sponsor to understand what it was like to alive live at the sold place, a table, and you was making it just questions what made sponsor become a sellout. Was it possibly insulted by him talking about it in a private set? So let's go to the mechanical classic here of a Gold League. So we have C2 Gold League. Pac has 3 against Casacata is 0. So I did win a last time in absence. I did win Pac on defeating Speedball Mike Bailey and on the Cruiser on Thanksgiving Eve on November 27th. And you win Casacata lost to Safari Star, Kota Fossil. And you win on Dynamite in Thanksgiving on November 26th. Onion Park went for his money rebound clothesline multiple times. Onion in this fight with Cassius Akata. Onion but said a Waymaker always had in this answer. I was even went to Sebastian Funny, then it to Waymaker resolved. Onion set a photo up the bottle, then tamped into a surprise pan for 3. So Onion food made bring more out of Akata and then Park. So Onion between their chemistry is every time they compete. And this was not as good as their on Dynasty match of like last year. But that was a massive ball to the reach. And this was a several contest but a belt on Akata. Onion emphasis in matching said hard hitting of his opponent. And you meant set a Waymaker put all Sebastian history dangerous man. Akata needed this win was a sneak of advancing in his bracket. So Anthony technically a 10 points alternated advice. I just so the Waymaker cannot afraid or lose against anyone. So anyway, on this match, Cassius Akata has 3 points. And you win Don Caddis showing a commentary tonight. He was in August Agile with Brian Dennison who saw with thoughts. The other thoughts in Akata game plan. And you win Kasakata. Akata said a running rebound clothesline of Pac. Park. Anya made a high something drop kick into Mark Briscoe announced at backstage. So, when Mark Briscoe announced at backstage that he would be facing Daniel Garcia in his first TNT Championship defense at Winter is coming in Cardiff, Wales. Andrew in second also was a conversation between Owens Cassidy and Robert Strong ahead of the C2 match that only wasn't engaged Robert Strong and Legacy or Gates of Hackney teased that anyone wanted a shot at in his national championship. And he not only permits to defend against Georgia Castle at all rates in the final battle, but also a likely asserting case on immediately on conclusion. So here's the next match. So we have C2 of Gold League. So we have Safari Star, Carla Foster has 3 against Kevin Knight at 3. Wasn't last time in Ashes. And he wins Safari Star, Carla Foster, on defeating Cassius Okada and Kevin Knight, on defeating Darby Allin on Dynamite and Thanksgiving on November 26. So, Andrew wins Safari Star, Carla Foster was not wait for the spurring fight of Kevin Knight. Almost wasn't just one he sussed, was it to Cass a set with a brain buster in time to seal his victory. Andrew went Don Callis. He took to the ring with the Young Bucks. He said, "Get your money," has made his skill in sauce. Alessandro and Matt and Nick Sausage went down to the ring to grab the money, but Andrew Cassius Okada arrived to take out his former friends. So Andrew wins Sango, Sad Perry at the source and Tony King Omega help even the odds against the family. And but the family kept a hold of this money back. And it is where Carter Russell competes with someone near his age, but a 28-year-old. Kevin Knight worked, and this is the Hunger Man against the 26-year-old Safari Star Carter Russell. So was it that dramatic spoke just the anniversary of the Safari Star, and who has become such an accomplished star in AEW. He gave it back to Kevin Knight, making him look like a real battle. I mean, just deposit normally funny sort. And this was the best match in this tournament so far. And it is high bar for the rest of the field. Was it at this early stage of these two men are fighting for a title on of any ring like MVP of this tournament? And it is the set fails at best possible to break out when it's all over. I just follow up with the assessment, and the import was certainly important to keep this food going. I just said a few numbers as a family were on display, but set a face to advisor of Carter and Carter for supposed maps. So, Agent meant that a lead. You saw the expressive story talk this time, but they may still need any more help to fight set a family at full strength. Unless it has a small concern, it would have been nice to see it more dramatic. I caught it turned against such a young bucks, given their history. So, in the winner of this match, Carter Fossil has 6 points. So, when Gospel announced that Dominic Allen was admitted to the hospital after his match from last week against Kevin Knight. I just said Otis to stress of this match. It was all set. After who went all in even already money set for the star into the commercial break. So Kevin Knight got such a wild height on his springboard, closely that the crowd, and was it that it might win a match. After the set tease set UFO splash, but Carter Foster tripped him in tease, so the corner and brainbuster Kevin Knight caught himself into a coast to coast. So Kevin Knight followed up with a UFO, but the photo star got his knees up. I was into a small package very close and near falls. So Enderman caught a fossil so that he was holding edges of maps and did not want to be there. He was forced to solo the Indian box and laugh in the follow up and said Perry bit the fingers off of Cassidy's fingers. And when he tried to flip him off, and Ken Omega took his sweet time to make a save an ugly Christmas sweater. So, here's the next match. We have Hardcore Hardy Death Match. We have Timeless Love Bombs against Mega Problems. Was it last time in Athens? Timeless, Tony Storm and Mia Sacred won all making bang. It made the view as well as the sister of his son, the base of wrath. So I wasn't to allow them to pick so yes stupid listening for this match at full gear on November 22nd. So Andrew Wentz and Thomas Love Bombs fought with Paul passing to overcome the majority of the mega problems, but they needed help. After that help came the form of a returning Louisville. It was a gift of Santa Claus. He was a striking Mansfield to allow Tony Storm to stab a hole with a suit. Stab the Sue was a victory. It just could have bustling clothes, so the soap was giving some strikes. It was the last Arsenal match. I did us a night, but it was poor fun. And it was a showcase. I did up why the women's in AEW. I was trouble in the hardcore environment, always finding ways to make the most of the wildest weapons in spots. And you win Tony Storm and made Sakura. It kept the piece fast throughout to only a big win to put them in a good passage to a castle. The women's World Tag Team Championship starts next week. I think it is hard to call the finals of this tournament. So, Ray Nugget and Harley Cameron need the victory more, but Miyazaki also has yet to win, and it is a dedicated goal. Any team will be worthy champions to carry the company newest championships. And winner of this match, Tony Storm and Mia Sakura. Harley Cameron and Red Nugget spoke in a pre-tape hype video and for their finals class about their history. Tony Storm set the tone by breaking a champagne bottle on Mansfield's head and it was stabbing, making bang where its sharp remains. Engine man made Sakura iron ripping up stories with a ball-bed wall. It was a musical King King. And you see large in the mouth of the Tony Storm sent making bang to a table off the apron and with a Storm zero. I just apartment locked in the middle Mother's milk on the body who fought out by stabbing Seville in the face with a broken pole clue. So, any minute hit Seville with a driving slim blade on it is still sealed for a new for that the monkeys to bulk up. So here's the next match. We have the OPPS against the Dark Order. I think last time in Athens, even though Alex Reynolds and Song Spirit lost to the Bang Bang Gang at All Out and Silver Owl. It was back in September 7th last year's 2024. And this is the first time Powerhouse, Hobbs and Hook, and Casey Lisa Bonnet have teamed together. So also while the Dark Order fought hard against the OPPS, they were overwhelmed by the power of their opponents. So, Adrian Hook and Savannah Hill, Alex Reynolds, and Sonsville Wallow has led out, even out with a world's strongest slam to win. So, as you win, him and Adam Page stomped the new ring and went agile. So, OPPS, this security guard tried to clean things down, but the cowboy took them out. So, also afterward, at backstage, the cowboy wasn't doing Hobbs and Sabata that he was looking for a fight. I didn't tease that they knew who he would be teaming up with. This was a fine building block assessment for this feud, but nothing was closely accomplished for a week. Major Win Hammond Pace is a dog oil and cheese returning this connects, however. Major Win AEW has done so before without payoff. Major Win's a cowboy got closer to digging out the OPPS, but was still hit off for a moment. I guess the only real difference was that of Samoa Soul. Andy is focused on Eddie Kingston for now, and Steakhouse did not appear this week. Ninja supposed ball package not at backstage promo, and it was a stronger limit of this announcement in tease, and most bigger moment starts next week. Ancient Man Hammond is supposed to team up with a common his enemies. So, in the winner of this match, Powerhouse Hobbs, Hook, and Sabata. So, was it only into the night at backstage? Ancient Man Hook, Hobbs, and Sabata to bring over its sins at both World Trios Championship match to the dog order whenever they could win tonight. And you win before the dog order headed out of Hammond agreed to not get involved in this isn't a match. And it was all. So after in his promo, Hammond took offense spoken to Hook, thus causing him energy and permits to get his goal back. In a pre-tape, Sammy Hill and Chris Stenagel has uses a so it uses a silence to Sony Heart and Sky Blue for AEW all-inclusive, and while chasing Sammy Hill wants a world title shot. So also a backstage interview, it was Mercedes Moné. She said, I've been refused to announce her lose to Chris Stenagel and turn her focus to having her rematch with Fournette at all rates and final battle. Agent went backstage. It was FTR. So it was a warning. So baby game about winning the moment last week, and they told them to show up on a closing. So it is time for the main event. So we have C2, the Blue League. We have some Moxley has 3 against Koyo. Category has 3. So that wasn't last time in Athens. Son Moxley on the feet, Mother Adwala in Koyo category on defeat Owens Cassidy on Dynamite and Thanksgiving Eve on November 26th. So, Corey category and number 8 Master Class and to breaking down his opponent. He was pointing out some Moxley until he could hit a knockout blow with a warning screaming uppercut for set the speed. And this was the first time in a while Wesley Hanson Moxley has worked as a babyface in this contest since 22 survives. I use the replay of the Swiss Superman and while Moxley to cover his brain in his head is common mask. So over the common mask was Cody set up as a music pool so a crowd to wait behind the dead bottles. So in addition the crowd was Cody singing Moxley says before the famous. And it was King Foster Indian suspended his set commentators reporting pointed out a time it was taken down. So Cody category won Cody with stream over Moxley at the 15 minutes mark in this lucky sets. The table also a more was it infallible variant of the Swiss Superman. I did with it a while Moxley looked stronger than so Moxley looked stronger here and then against Kyle O'Reilly. He was refusing to submit. He still was Cody overwhelmed by a man and that his own new unstoppable ways to the top of AEW. I didn't want one these days. How are you doing? I'm doing good, guys. So I'm doing great tonight. So the Sablite needs to come back. I'm probably thinking about say why. Maybe see couple more about him again. So I haven't heard from say why since I say hold on. Say White. I haven't heard from him since I say back in I think not say right. Hold on, give me 1 minute here guys. Hold on. Give me 1 minute here guys, give me 1 minute. I lost my nose here, give me 1 second. Hold on. So okay, so no, that's not it. Hold on. Okay. So I lost my nose here, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me talk about say it right. Okay, so let's talk about say right here a quick minute here. Um, speaking to say right. Hold on. Let me see. Coming back. Yes. Agent Wentz Westbrook say right he has posted his fourth tweet since back in March with one the simple question. So, and yes, he's the perfect next signs up for him and Pace. He faced MCF set causing oversight, the father start Color Russell, set a young upstart he's sees a part of himself in Simona So. I use the early tone say white and him and Pace has somewhat history in will be a mix of the Samara story as a way of the MCF. So it might be about time. So um I didn't I didn't I didn't really also remember also oh yeah last time I went to meet him before at backstage he spoke to me a while ago. I also met him before, say right? I met him before at St. Louis one time. And St. White said, "Hello kid." This is what he told me last time as I just met him at he did the backstage. I went to backstage before. I met all wrestlers backstage. I've been talked to. So I've been talked to Owens Cassidy, and he got me sunglasses on my eyes. So, and he when Owens Cassidy got me the sunglasses, and he got me. So I like Owens Cassidy. He's my favorite top wrestler. He is really great talent. So I think so. Let's go between here. Okay, so I didn't want these days of real suit. So is ending with the dead walls. Again is the way with spirit the striker set and also dead walls. So anyway on this match, Kyle category has 6 points. And yet so a high for Kyle category CMLL the World Heavyweight Championship win last week. And Moxley came out with Mansfield a while. Elder Cody category force bump in Jay Garcia and Park and Red Hooder during his entrance of Renee Paquette has advised that Moxley told her and Cody category was going to have to own this win. So whenever he really wanted it. So um Anyway, Mr. did not want to leave and went inside. Deposit set a control rules, but Tony we honor him. And it went the Swiss cinnamon reported tested Moxley with Samantha's Cody putting on his supposed friends supposed witness in recent weeks. And overall so. Arguments that C2 has already proved to be closely strong on television for AEW giving it clear strategy to set the show each week. Carter Foster against Kevin Knight now stands at a gold schedule of this tournament too. If the Moxley against Cody category was not fall off in a match of the I say David Style. Thomas Tony Storm and Minnie Sakura delivered a waterfront party that was with Minnie Seville and making bang to set the stage for the great finals next week. So he gets him to remind to anyone of his greatness on this microphone to share his match next week with some other show. So only for on the night was a forgettable or PPS a true contest, but when AEW Public follows up to the return of Dark Order. AEW on television just could be an even more independent and so long term. I think with so many strong stories about for winter is coming. Also next 2 weeks it was Collide at the end of December. This really can't miss on TV. So let me do the polls coming last. Speaking to say right. Let me see about him. Hold on, give me 1 second here, guys. Oh, I was just looking it up online a while ago. It says, no, Say White is not Cody coming back. He has sidelined with injuries and is planning to miss the reminder of 2025 and was supposed to be on according to Wahoo Sports. He suffered a hand injury requiring surgery and had also been during really solo surgery in reports of Fafo Salat. I wrote a crystal on social media post and back in October of 2025 foreign. I was responsible about his return. Cody updates indicate he is out for a long time to the States to Tony Khan. So I've been looking this up online a while ago. So he might be out for about a very long time after his return. So just to let you guys know, to remind you guys, I just read that a while ago to my from a while ago. I saw this online about Say White. He's not coming back just yet. So we will stay tuned for this update about Say White. So I'm going to talk about him in a couple of weeks. So stay tuned for any more updates about Say White. And we do talk about this. So I'm going to talk about that in the next video. Again, I haven't heard it from Cuddy since I've been watching this YouTube video. Oh yeah, speaking of Lana, hold on, give me 1 minute here, guys. Hold on. Let me look it up here. A quick minute. I was just looking up on my phone in a quick minute. Stacey Perry firmly knows as Lana is not expecting to return yet to WWE for Innovative Wrestling has seen recording sign a WWE license deal and while this allows for appearances in the news of her likeness, WWE currently has no plans for an in-ring return, has Stacey Perry. She has indicated that she is open to a universal legend role to depending on its own story and the timing just yet. And it said this video in this full interview with Stacey Perry discussing her WWE and license deal and potential return to access Innovative Wrestling soon. So I might watch her full interview. I watched this video of her. It's on YouTube channel with Chris Van Lee. So I watched this video about her interview with Chris, and I just got her released about last year. So speaking of that, yeah. So this was back in 2021. The former WWE superstar Stacey Perry, known as Lana, was released from her contract and was left hopefully shocked. It seems present that her career had been with Suzuki storyline and relationship and her release with a Suzuki scenes in her life. And Lana has since decided a WWE business deal has spoken about her mental health. And with this young finally that believes how her ADHD and causing with to trigger bikes that something to say in her career. So this is about last year about Stacey Perry has Lana. So speaking of Stacey Perry, the signs, hold on. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'll say, yep, Jeremy Hall has a lesson deal. This is what to announce a Hulk to bring her back to WWE very, very soon. And you see signs of her Jeremy this is deal. So, this is what she said. It has a full WWE superstar. So, that's also very hard. So, let's go to my YouTube Q&A poll for tonight. Give me 1 minute here, guys. So we got 67% largest show on AEW Dynamite. We got 9% is alright, and 22% didn't like it. So let's go to my X poll on Twitter. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Okay, we got 7% liked it, 7% is alright, and 7% didn't like it. So we need to come back on Friday. Yeah. So if you want to come back here, this coming live on Friday Night SmackDown this Friday. So next week I'm not going to be here that long. I'm gonna come back do review in the afternoon. I say 10:30 maybe, something like that. I had to keep up my souls. So I have to remind you guys. So next week I had a Christmas party coming up next week, and I'm not gonna be here doing a SmackDown review late. So I'm going to start about 10:30. So I'm going to do that on next Friday. This starts about. So let's do 10:30 next Friday afternoon on the 12th. So I'm going to do a review at 10:30 at the same time, like always. I'm going to be running late. So keep you guys any more videos, posting some more like that, and maybe keep you guys up about any more news as well. So I've been doing YouTube about a year or so. So it's about back in 2018 when I started doing this in years. And thank you for the support of this channel. I'm very appreciative of you guys. Subscribe my page. I'm very appreciative. Thank you guys for doing this for me. And thank you. So I'm going to wrap this up right here. So we get one sticker, one sticker, Occupy Spotify Radio, and so much more. So we come back here on Friday. I'll be back right here on this coming Friday Night SmackDown, live this Friday. So thank you for watching tonight, and I say this time, have a blessed night, have a great Wednesday, and see you guys on Friday, live on this Friday on Night SmackDown. and so many more. So have a great Wednesday, have a great Wednesday night. I'll see you this time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.